Everyone in this room has watched TV. Whether it is your favorite show, movie, or even the news, we all do it. According to the Huffington Post, the typical American child spends 1,680 minutes watching television each week, while more than 70% of daycare centers also have a television playing during a typical day. People need to know the effects TV has on children. People just sit their kids down in front of a TV to keep them occupied and entertained, and even to babysit them. Parents would think twice before doing this if they knew what it was doing to their children. I have read a lot about the effects of watching TV has on people, especially children. In this speech, I will first inform you about children's TV watching habits. Next, I will focus on the short-term and long-term effects of watching TV. First, I will inform you about children's TV watching habits. Sheila H. Troop, a fellow at Yale New Haven Hospital, wrote, "Most American children will spend, by the time they graduate school, 20,000 hours in front of the television, compared to 15,000 hours in a classroom." Here are some graphs that show the results from a study done by the Center for Disease Control to show different TV watching statistics. So this graph shows the amount of time teens spent watching TV or using a computer. Many teens use computers and watch TV between 1 to 3 hours a day. Many think that children are watching a lot of TV are obese, but that surprisingly is not the case. In more cases, underweight or normal weight youth watch more TV or use more computer. This shows the amount of time girls and boys between the ages of 12 and 15 spent in front of a TV or computer screen. They are pretty similar. Now that I have informed you on children's TV watching habits, I will focus on the short-term and long-term effects of watching TV. Some short-term effects are that children are not reading, exercising, or communicating with friends as much. Children are not learning things for themselves. They are not able to play pretend or imagine things up because the TV has already laid everything out. Many of the short-term effects build up even bigger, and then they later turn into long-term effects. Because children that watch TV are not reading as much, their verbal IQ lowers, and it also alters their brain. The part of the brain that is altered is the hypothalamus, which controls the body's hormones. The change in this part of the brain is common in people with borderline personality disorders. Because of this, children's aggressiveness increases with the amount of TV watched. According to Socialnomics, increasing volumes of younger children are beginning to lack the motor skills required to play with building blocks and complete traditional pen and paper exams. They are able to swipe their finger across the screen, but have limited dexterity in their fingers due to the lack of practice. Another long-term effect of TV watching is actual memory loss in children and teenagers, called digital dementia. Watching TV works on expanding the left side of the brain, but it does nothing to the right side of the brain, which causes memory loss. First, I informed you about children's TV watching habits. Next, I focused on the short-term and long-term effects of watching TV. There are many negative effects TV watching has on children. We should all be more aware of the effects TV has not only on ourselves, but the young children around us. After all, this is our only body we have, so we need to take care of it.